Hello, darlings. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you're another YouTuber, let me know down in the comments and I will sub you back. Now stay safe, get your vaccines, and here's the video. Hello, darlings. It's Brandy here from brcnails. Today, we are checking out a Walmart stamping kit. Pueen, that's the name of the brand. So the box is a little banged up. One of my sisters works at Walmart and it was on clearance, so she got it for like $2 instead of like the $9 or $10 that it actually was. And you know me, a bargain is a bargain and I am going to take it. There was no damage to anything inside. Nothing was missing. So hell yes. Yes, yes, save that coin so that you could spend it at my website. But first, I want to give a huge congratulations. So our girls, Vi and Deyanira, they both have gotten monetized. Congratulations, bitches. Yes, now you are in the penny pinching struggle. Well, I wish the best for you both, of course. I'm so happy for you. I feel like when other people get monetized, I'm more happy than when I got monetized. So, I love to see a group of capable women coming together, helping each other out with no shade, no drama, and just elevating us all quicker because we're working together. So, yes, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. You know what that means. Shameless promotion time. I just wanted to pop up some of our designer stickers. I know you kind of have to play like that magic eye thing because of the way that I did the watermarks, but copyright struggling is a real deal and I want to avoid it as much as possible. So I just like to show the pictures here so that you can get an idea of what I got. Okay, so without further ado, let us get on to the video. Since this is a butterfly video, I just wanted to pull out some of my plates. Now this is a layering plate and the number is PYF014. I really don't know how to layer. I was trying to play with it, but everything looked funny to me. So I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that's something I definitely need to practice. Now this I got in a set, and in the bottom corner there you can see the different types of butterflies and sizes that make up the woman's dress, which is really, really like abstract and beautiful. And the plate number is BP-X08, so it's a Born Pretty plate. The previous one I want to say is a Pick to You plate. This one is another layering plate. It's the Joy or 5Joy-058, and it has a bunch of butterflies, and that one's really, really fine. I don't know if I'd be able to pick that one up. There are so many factors that go into picking up an image that, it's hard sometimes to get the right thing out. So I mean, the type of polish that you're using, your scraper, the way that you scrape, your stamper, the way that you try to pick up the image, the temperature in the room, all of that goes into picking up a clean image. So this plate is BPL09, and it just has that one image of a butterfly, but I just like this plate, so I pulled it too. And this is the last one. It is Beauty Big Bang XL068, and it is a straight butterfly plate. I believe that there's a bee on there possibly. I'm not sure, but I got most of the images from the set off of this plate because the Pueen plate only had one image that was a butterfly. So, okay, now let's get into this Pueen stamping kit. So like I said, my sister got it for me from Walmart at a very reduced price because the box was all ripped up and everything. It comes with one plate, a stamper, a black and white stamping polish, and a scraper, and then a little instruction card. So it gives you, the step-by-step instructions on the best way to use it, which is normal. and then the plate patterns on the lower part so that you can see, you know, what you're getting before you buy it, which is really good. And of course, there's all their social media and all that stuff. So if you are having problems, I'm sure you could find videos out there that were catered specifically to this set or to a Pueen set. But stamping's pretty much universal once you get down to it. So here is the actual plate. It does give you a reminder that you have to take the blue part off, because you have to consider that people that are buying this probably never stamped before. And I love the unicorn image, but I made this a butterfly video, so, you know, I stuck with the butterfly. And here we have the instruction card, the back side of it. It'll give you tips and tricks, you know, troubleshooting issues depending on what you're having an issue with. And they tell you how to clean the stamper, which is great. They say no acetone on there, which is wonderful. Wonderful. The polishes themselves are 5 free, and the black is very, very, very pigmented. Very pigmented. Now, I used my Funny Bunny as the base coat, you know, the milky white. So I couldn't use the white stamping polish. The only thing I really didn't like was the stamper itself. It's one of the smaller ones, and it doesn't have, like, it has that magnifier on the end, and I hate that. I hate that. My vision's really good, so when you get magnifying stuff like that, it really throws me off. The black and white stamping polishes are, the black one is 805 Blackjack, and the white one is 806 Pure White. So I'm trying to decide if you could pick up the full image with that little stamper. And I suppose you can, but I'm used to using a monocle stamper, which actually came from Pueen to begin with. It was just the stamper itself, but I had ripped, I had ripped the stamper, the stamping part, and I wasn't getting great images because of it. So I just bought it so that I would have it, and it ended up being my go-to stamper. You know, I've had to replace the head a couple times because y'all know I'm heavy-handed, so sorry, docking stuff everywhere. So what I do to get an image is I cover the full image with polish. A lot of people don't do that. They'll do half the image, they'll do like a line, I don't know. But I decided I wanted to just use the butterfly itself. I didn't want the flowers or whatever it is around it. So I'm trying to clean around it. Out of frame, sorry. So right now I am cleaning this up, and I ended up hitting the butterfly image and it picked up a piece of it, so I had to do it a couple times after this. So back to my steps of stamping while I'm struggling with this. I put polish over the full image. I take my card and I put it at a 45-degree angle, and I swipe lightly. You don't want to put pressure on there. Like, just let it lightly scrape, because if you put too much pressure, it's going to pick up most of that polish and the image won't pick up on the stamper. So since I'm only using the butterfly image, I didn't cover the whole scene of it. I just covered the middle and the bottom. And now I've seen people do this, and this is the first time it's ever worked for me, using your card to pick it up. It gives you a lot more maneuverability than a big lint roller does, and that's what I use to clean the stamper. So I was able to get in there and get all those little flowers out. It was awesome. I was so happy because, like I said, I've never been able to do it with the card, and it worked out great. Okay, so back again to the steps. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say this, but cover the image with the polish. Put your card at a 45-degree angle, swipe lightly, take your stamper. Now you can roll it, you can mush it. I'm a big roller fan. You can do it from front to back or side to side. It just depends on you and your preferences. and that should pick the image up. And you just, if you're reverse stamping, you're going to do what I'm doing right now and color it in. If you're not, you can just put it right on the nail from there. I would leave the sticky layer on if possible, just to help the stamp pick up from the stamper, but it's not a necessity. So I decided to go for neon with these because I need some brightness, I need some fire, I need color, I need it all. It is cold and gray and dreary. It went from 90 degrees to like 50, and it's gonna rain all weekend, so bleh. I can feel it in my joints and my fibromyalgia. It's gonna be a rough couple days, but it is what it is. If you're still watching this video, please hit the like button, let your girl know you are here, and leave a comment. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, that way you will not miss any of my uploads, because even if you are subscribed, you won't get all of the notifications. That's just how YouTube works. And the more likes and comments I get, the more they'll suggest my videos to people that watch similar videos. So all that little bit helps. So please and thank you. Mwah, mwah. Now, when it comes to reverse stamping, you have to kind of judge when it's time to, first of all, you pick up the image, and if you have to clean it up or whatever, then you have to wait a little bit, not a lot, because most stamping polishes dry very quickly. So, you wait for it to dry mostly, and then you can do the reverse stamping with regular polish. These are actually neon stamping polishes, so they're very pigmented and they dry quickly as well. But I was a little impatient and I had a few smudges, and I was not a happy camper about it, but it was my own mistake, because I know this. It's just I haven't stamped in so long that, I got to get back into the groove of it. Okay, I believe this is one of my smushes. So I just picked a random butterfly, put the polish on it, the whole image, took the card at a 45-degree angle, did the swipe, did a nice roll. It picked up beautifully. And now I am using the lint roller because the outside blemishes or whatever I don't want to use was far enough away from the image I need that I could do it with the lint roller and not have any concerns about it, ruining the image itself. So I think with this, it was a combination of two things. I didn't let the butterfly outline itself dry enough, and then I didn't let the neon stamping polish dry enough, or I put a little bit too much on. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of different things that go into making a great image. Originally, I was using one of my cheap liner brushes, but it's so thick that it was not working well for me. So I went to my tiniest dotting tool and used that instead, and that definitely helped. Because I don't use like my good brushes with regular polish because I don't want to ruin them. So yeah, it's only the cheap brushes. I can trim it down and make it a lot thinner, but at this point I haven't done that yet. Okay, so there's the smudge, and I went back and tried to do it again even though I know it was smudged. So what you do in that situation is you take rubbing alcohol, and if it's still a little, if the outline is not coming off, just a little bit of acetone and get that extra black off and start again on the same nail. And when you are reverse stamping, I want to remind you, you need to cover the black outline without going over. Because if you try to just make it meet the black line, it's not going to look right in the end. It's going to have like a clearer space around the outline because you didn't put it on top of it. And since where you're painting right now is going to go on to the nail, it's the reverse side that's going to show. So you don't have to worry about going on the black. I mean, you should go on the black. That way there'll be no missing spaces and the image will look beautiful. To check my work, I flip it over and I look and make sure that everything is covered, there's nothing sticking out, and then I wait until the image is dry enough and apply it to the nail. And I did want to mention this next part. I use Nicole Diary's oil-based no smudge top coat before I put my gel coat over it. What I usually do is take a dot in the middle of the nail and I kind of just go back and forth and just smooth that layer over, and I'm only touching the liquid. I'm not putting any pressure on the actual nail or image, and it's very, very fast drying, so by the time I do it all and then go back to gel top coat it, it's all dry. So alright y'all, and that's about it. Here is a closer look at the nails. The thumb is the one from the Pueen plate. The other ones are from the butterfly plate. Well, they're all butterfly plates. It's Beauty Big Bang XL-068. That's the other plate. So the Pueen stamping kit for beginners, absolutely perfect. If you are a more seasoned stamper, that little stamper is going to drive you freaking nuts. So I would just use whatever regular go-to stamper that you have. But the actual Pueen products are very nice quality, so I would get it. Would I pay full price for it? In a pinch, absolutely. But you know me, I love my Aliexpress, and that I can find, hopefully, knock on wood, I will keep finding the cheapest bargains and then pass them on to you, depending on what it is. But congratulations to the 2 ladies who have gotten their monetization. Woohoo! And yeah, that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a marvelous day. And thanks again. Mwah.